coming right up. The Clippers taking up. the Grizzlies. The Los Angeles Clippers. They feel they're taking their rightful place in the NBA Finals. All the hard work they've put into this season culminates now. Can they close the deal? Grizzlies, Clippers, the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. Here are the five for the Clippers. They've got Bibby. He's out there with Curry, and it's Ellis at the small forward. Now here's Thompson. Back to Robertson. Edey, a screen. Robertson kicks to Thompson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Ellis surveying the D. Robertson against Bibby. Here's Collins. No good on the triple. Memphis with the ball. It's a three-point game. Robertson outside. Taking a look at the Clippers. They're looking to build in what's been a great run for them so far.
And it's not hard to see them doing that. There's a title in sight, and as tough a matchup as this group is on a mission.
Now, here is Bibby. After the miss by Oscar Robertson. Curry's shot is good.
And Dale Curry is a sniper of snipers. Lethal, fearless, shooting from the perimeter. Gotta get out on him.
Pass to Ellis. That's good. And Robertson with the assist.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Now here's Curry. He's got six. Bibby misses. Now Robertson. Pass to Thompson. Back to Robertson. To the paint. Here's Edey. And here's Robertson. Crafty move. He lays it in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. Not there.
On its way from Curry for two. Misses the wing check.
Or the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Now, here is Bibby. Pass to Curry. Beyond the arc. It's Ellis on the wing. Back to Bibby. Right side Curry. Shot clock at 6. The second chance effort. Carries the jump shot. Curry's got 8 points.
Getting to his spots. He's making some good reads and really benefiting his team.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Haley misses. Los Angeles leading by 3. Here's Bibby. Scoreless thus far. Traps in the tray.
If you don't want to get burned from behind the arc, you've got to chase Bibby off the three-point line.
Pass to Ellis. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Ellis has got his second basket of the game.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Curry with another miss.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him. Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Poole's checked in. Outside Curry. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Edey's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Robertson passes to Poole. Back to Robertson. Edey with a screen on Bibby. The 3 from Poole. And Curry pulls it down. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Los Angeles. Pass to Collins. Maybe against Robertson. Curry on the wing. Fires the three. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Buzelis. And the dunk by Edey.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Clippers with the ball. Following the score by Memphis. Here's Curry. Sigma the pass to Curry. Happy to see that one go in. He's shooting 4 for 10 with that basket.
He's lifting up this team with his offensive output. What a big-time quarter for him.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isola. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Willis, he checked in for Edey. Walker comes in for Buzelis. Worthy's checked in for Asar Thompson. And Bailey snubbed in for Robertson. .102 left here in the first quarter. Poole outside. Three-pointer. And Bailey gets it to go on the assist from Poole.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Tyson. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Bates, no good. For Memphis, they've gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Poole, no good. The Clippers trail. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. To the inside, Sampson, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
It's not just the fact that Sampson is 7'4", but Sticks is hard to guard because he moves well and has great skill.
Take a break. Do something.
The first one falls.
You know, Sampson, an imposing physical presence. So long, 7'4", towering big man who I think is as versatile a big man as I've ever seen. Scores, rebounds, defends very well. Very impressive.
And the Clippers making a change here. Anderson's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. 23 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Poole looking it over. Pass to Bailey. The kick out to Poole. 3 on the clock. Shoots over Black. It's a tie game in Memphis. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And we're back with you as these two teams do battle in their quest for an NBA championship. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Kevin Willis out there with Walker. Then there's Bailey. Then there's Worthy. And it's Poole in at the 1. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
That's the finesse part of his game right there. Lofting in that little teardrop.
Here's Walker. The Clippers getting the bucket. There's a screen by Willis. Releases. Shot's good by Walker. Walker's got it all tied up now for Memphis.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Simpson. And that's collected by Willis. And so Poole will bring it up for Memphis. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Off the left rim and out. Clippers shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Here's Bates, guarded by Walker. Sampson's shot, good.
And Sampson, 7'4", versatile, mobile. Good luck trying to stop him inside. He's too tall, too long.
On the wing, Walker, guarded by Porzingis. A shot. Walker's shot is off.
Operating from mid-range, that's a shot he likes. I mean, I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
Pass to Bates. They set the pick. Fires for 3. And Willis pulls it down. Black the pass to Bates. Shoots over Worthy. Bates, good. Bates has got his first 2 points of the night. The Grizzlies trail by 4. And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Zach Edey, he's checked in for Willis. Buzelis comes in for Walker. Asar Thompson, he's checked in for James Worthy. And it's Robertson in for Jordan Poole. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Robertson outside. Just 5 to shoot. Edey a screen from the top of the key. Rebounded by Ellis.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now here's Porzingis. Nothing on the board. On the arc. Black, no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Thompson outside. Inside. Pass to Buzelis. Trains the three-pointer. Buzelis has got 9.
And when it comes to the three-point shooting of Buzelis, we know he has the ability, but we need to see consistency.
Ellis with a screen on Robertson. Right side Porzingis. Sampson's shot, good. Sampson's got his second basket.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Edey gets the bucket.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Pass to Ellis. Ball's knocked loose. And it's Memphis on the break. Here's Buzelis, guarded by Curry. Now here's Thompson. Bailey with the ball. 5 to shoot. Robertson outside. Here's the 3. Porzingis with the rebound.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
And here are the Grizzlies now after Los Angeles picked up 3 with their lunch.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Outside, Porzingis. 3-pointer. It's good. The assist this time from Bibby. Porzingis has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. 1:43 left in the first half. Lobbed up there for Thompson. It's stolen by Curry. Out to the wing. For 3, Bibby. Buzelis grabs the board. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Pass to Robertson. Now Bailey. Back to Robertson. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Grizzlies shooting their first free throw of the night. And the technical free throw, missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Walker's checked in. Here's Walker. Pass to Thompson. Six to shoot. Edey with a screen for Thompson. No good on the 3. Clippers leading by 4. Collins passes to Ellis. Curry with a wide open look. Another one falls for the Clippers.
Yeah, they've gone away from the triple as they look to protect this lead.
Yeah, you know, sometimes that can be a mistake. But they weren't shooting it especially well early on, so I think it makes sense to shy away from the triple.
And he's good on the 3 ball.
You know, Walker is really reliable as a catch-and-shoot guy because he's thinking shot even before the pass gets to him.
Outside Curry. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
After knocking down 2 threes in the first quarter, he's been a non-factor from deep.
There's Walker with the 3. That's good. And Robertson with the assist. Walker's got the game tied up here for the Grizzlies. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter, up over 50%. Maybe against Robertson. Here's Sampson. Here's Cowens. And no good on the last second attempt this time. So the clock runs out with the score tied going into halftime. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Welcome, everybody, to our Game 1 coverage. It's a tight one indeed for the Los Angeles Clippers.
For as bad as they've been inside, I can't believe it's this close. I hope coach is letting them know. No points in the paint, no W.
Says the man who only got points in the paint. But then again, 4 rings don't lie, big fella.
Thank you, Ernie.
An interesting postseason for the Clippers. They've had this finals series under control so far, but this game has them looking a little more evenly matched so far, all tied up at the half.
If I'm them, being tied right now is as good as losing. Can't tie for a championship. They need to play like winners and win this game.
I'm with you on that. This is the final. There's no room for slip-up games or surprise losses.
We'll see if they can pull away after the break. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. Curry with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And with all the pressure he must have felt coming into this one, it didn't faze him one bit. Fantastic start.
Yeah, you know, I think he relishes the pressure, especially in a big game like this one. He really eats that stuff up.
Memphis has gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. We've got Ellis. Curry is out there with Mike Bibby. And it's Sampson in at the 5. Now here's Robertson. They get it again. Edey banked in off the glass. Edey's got the lead up to 2 now for the Grizzlies.
Boy, his activity on the glass so valuable to this team.
Maybe against Robertson. Outside Curry. Takes the 3. Here's Sampson, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
With those long arms, Sampson able to haul in the rebound and quickly get his own shot.
Pass to Buzelis. Here's Bailey. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Good work there as it goes.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And here's Bibby. The shot by Curry. Offensive rebound. Here's Sampson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Edey picks one up. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots at the game right here. And he knocks down the first one. No good on the second free throw. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Pass to Thompson. Back to Robertson. Edey, a screen. Here's Buzelis. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Robertson against Bibby. To the middle. It's stolen by Buzelis. Here's Bailey, and he banks in the layup. Bailey's got 4 points in the quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a quick pass.
Well, when you look at the assist total, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Thompson, the bounce pass. Now Buzelis. 9 points in the game so far. 5 on the clock. Here's Robertson. Bibby with a defensive effort.
You won't see that from him very often, missing the bunny like that.
That's to Curry with the lead. Grizzlies with the rebound. Edey's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Here's Bailey. He's got 10. And there's the call on Curry. That is his first foul of the game. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Robertson outside. Clock at 6. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Robertson's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Really nice job there by Buzelis. Already sees the floor at a high level.
They set the pick. Curry on the wing. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Grizzlies with the lead. Pass to Buzelis. Here's Bailey. The 3 buries the long-range jumper. Bailey's got 7 now in this quarter.
He's a big reason why they're on top. I imagine they'll keep feeding. I would.
Outside Curry. Shoots the 3. Again, Curry missing.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Here's Bailey. That's good. And Robertson with the assist. Robertson's got his 5th assist in this one. Here's Bibby. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
They need this. It's not going to go for him.
And you can see the defender's afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Shooting 2.
That free throw missing. Pools checked in for the Grizzlies. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Blacks checked in for Ellis. And he sinks the second. And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. You look at Ace Bailey, what a contribution.
And he's on fire from beyond the arc there. It's time to start shaping their game plan around stopping this long-range assault.
Checked in for Bailey. 1:53 left in the third. Black with it. Still without a basket. Great open look there.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Now, here's Poole. Outside, Walker. Lets it go with the three. Hands it from downtown. Walker's got the lead back up to 9 now for the Grizzlies. We've got 1:18 left to play in the third. Outside Curry. There's the three. It's rebounded by Poole.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Now, here's Poole. Back to Robertson. 6 on the shot clock. And the jumper falls for him. And now an 11-point Memphis lead.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it could probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting.
And the Grizzlies leading by 11. And Walker kicks to Robertson. Memphis moving it around. The kick out to Walker. Launches it. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's the Grizzlies. And a moment ago, inside the huddle with Coach Tyronn Lue.
Hey, we got to get more physical down the other end, man. We got to get some stops. If we don't get stops, it's going to be a long night for us.
GA focusing on the physicality of the game. He clearly wants more aggressiveness.
And understandable, setting the tone on defense critical if you want to get this win.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Walker out there with Kevin Willis. Then it's Worthy. Then there's Jordan Poole. And it's Bailey in at the 2-guard. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Down low, Porzingis with the steal. Curry looking around. to the paint. It's stolen by Willis. Bailey with the ball. Curry meets him. And the shot falls short this time. Clippers trail by 14. They set the screen. Here's Sigma, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Pass to Black. And here is Curry. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Porzingis can't hit. Memphis leading by 14. Here's Worthy. Now, here's Willis. Willis with a screen on Porzingis. Poole, no good.
For him, it has not been a game to remember, but all they care about is that W.
There's the screen. Ellis, the pass to Sigma. Here's Black. Kicks it out to Ellis. Out to the right wing. Latrey. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. And it's Bailey in the corner. Pulls up. It's hauled in by Sigma. Clippers trail by 14. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Black kicks to Porzingis. Pass to Ellis from deep. No good that time. And so Poole will bring it up for Memphis. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. And it's Bailey in the corner. From past the arc. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
He's showing no signs of letting up here.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And now it's time for our presentation of the player of the game, Ace Bailey.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he has.
You know, that's how you send a message to open a series. There's always one player who's the difference maker in the playoffs. And I think we found our man. Here's Cowens, and he can't stop this drought. Another miss. And here is Robertson. The long shot, no good.
I think everybody in the building expected him to make that collective shot.
Bibby against Robertson. Now Ellis. Shoots it. Edey rips down the rebound.
That is not the shot you need to be looking for when you're trying to break out of a slump.
Buzelis with the ball. Lets it fly from 18. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Here's Bailey. Here's Buzelis for three. Now Bailey. Just 5 on the clock. Edey, and the dunk by Edey.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
It's Curry outside. Green from outside.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Now Buzelis, Ace Bailey, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. Bailey's got 17 now just in the second half.
And guys, you can go ahead and put game one in the record books. Exactly how they wanted to kick off this series against a tremendous opponent. Big win for Memphis.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up, whether the last several shots went down or not. 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Ace Bailey.
What's left to say about his performance? I mean, the fans definitely got their money's worth.
Missed on the three. There's 37 seconds left in the game. Curry saves him with the putback. Now here's Robertson. Buzelis with the ball. Now Bailey. No problem with the wide open jam.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. A big playoff win for them. But what isn't big in the postseason? Huh?
Great point. I really just love the composure with which they played tonight. It's easy to get too keyed up for postseason basketball, but they kept their heads and just went about the business of winning.
So that's a wrap for the first game of the NBA Finals. So for Allie LaForce and my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Ace Bailey.
Playoff basketball here. You look at the Clippers. The NBA Finals continues on as these teams feel each other out.
Yeah, there's a lot of act and react between the coaches. After one adjustment is made, the other side will make a counter adjustment as well.
And now the Los Angeles starters. And it's Ellis in at the three, the small forward. Bibby, the pass to Sampson. Up and in on the layup.
High percentage look right off the bat.
And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Pass to Buzelis. Here's Robertson. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. Curry against Thompson. Curry looking it over. Here's Bibby. Offensive board. The kick out. Curry. Three-pointer. Hits the trifecta.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Buzelis. We've played just over a minute here in the first. Counted from distance.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth.
Here's Bibby. Outside Curry. Pass to Sampson. 4 on the clock. Los Angeles shooting their first free throws tonight.
Take a break. 2 seconds.
And he knocks down the first one. On both. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. The Grizzlies on offense. 4-point game. Pass to Buzelis. From deep. Ellis with a rebound.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Bibby. Outside Curry. Launches it. Can't get it to go. Making him 0 for 2. Here's Robertson. Now here's Thompson. And here's Edey. He's guarded by Ellis. Pass to Buzelis. Three-pointer. Rebound by the Clippers.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And here's Curry. Here's Bibby. Let's go with a 3. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Curry.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Pass to Thompson.